Divine connection.
What's your new direction?
Kim A presents Green Greens. Hey, Rod.
What's going on?
I'm here. I'm here. Okay, let me talk to him the right link.
Yeah, I was on the other link, and it was just like I was just waiting on hosts, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
I'm sorry. This is my first time doing the Zoom. I'm used to doing it live. I appreciate you being here. I know
You could have waited. You could have got it in person.
I know, but I had to work, and I didn't know. Like, I don't want to mess up your titles because you do everything. So,
What does she do? I do everything. I move everything.
what? Like, tell me what you do.
Everything.
I know. Tell them what you do.
So I'm a radio personality, but I would say I'm also in the community. I won't call myself an activist or anything like that. I know that's a huge title, but I would just say I really just support the community and support the youth, and try to be there for the youth in the community. So, yeah, radio personality. I could DJ. I could do photography. I could do a jumping jack. I can't do a backwards, so that's probably the only thing I can't do. But other than that, I'm pretty much well rounded.
What made you get into wanted to be a part of helping the community, with kids? I see you do a lot of things with kids, and I really respect that because you can tell you do it because you love it, not just because it's it's something for you to do.
Nah, it's just I don't know. Like I got two boys of my own, and I think just being raised by my dad and my mom, the love that they gave me, and you know everything that they gave me. Period. From it could be toys, it could be whatever, clothes on my back. But like I said, in general, that the love that they gave me was just like, man, like I wanted, I want everybody else to feel this love too. So when I go to these schools, and you see these kids that you know they don't have they don't get the right love that they should get. I look at myself like, okay, that's little bro, that's little sis now. Like I want to make sure they have a good time in school. I don't want them, whatever they're going through at home. I want them to leave that in the past and enjoy life, because life goes by so fast. Like I can remember when I was like 18, and I'm 35 now. So um, I always tell them now, like, man, after high school, life is like that. It's like before you know it, you're gonna be 30.
Mhm.
And even like saying cherish the times in elementary school, like just cherish all these moments, because this life is just moving too fast right now. So I just love what I do. I love just giving back. And it ain't even got to be money driven. Um,
Mhm.
I don't even like money comes and go. Like I literally just love just giving back. Like I know people be like, man, why you don't pay yourself from your non for profit, or why you don't pay yourself? And it's like I really don't need the money. Like it is what it is. I got a roof over my head, and I got enough money to pay my bills, and I got a nice job. I actually, quite as kept, I just picked up another job probably people don't know about. So I really work all day now. I work at the Park District.
Oh wow!
So
Congratulations! I said you
yeah,
booked and busy, for real. You really.
yeah.
That's
I work at the Park District from 9 to 3,
awesome.
and then I go to the radio station from 6 to 10, and I do that every day.
Speaking of the radio station, okay, just a little backstory. Rod, I worked at the radio station with him, and he was my trainer. And he went from being a board operator to now he have his own show, one of the biggest shows on Power 92. And it's just pretty dope to see your progress and knowing where you started, and you were so consistent. Even throughout the times of uncertainty, it's you remain consistent, and I feel like it really paid off for you. Seeing you everywhere with Chance the Rapper and just giving back to the community, doing certain events, different events.
Friday 7 to 10 p.m., Saturday 6 to 10 p.m. Hot Rod, he's breaking artists like Chance the Rapper, Dreezy, Teen King Louie, Juice World, just to name a few. He's been at Nickelodeon Slime Fest, Coca-Cola stage at BET, DJ for President Barack Obama.
Oh, man!
Come on, man. DJ Hot Rod. Let them know what y'all think of the mix, citizens. You can follow.
I just look at your page and I'm like, this man, I feel like you're the definition of not giving up on yourself. And that's what the show is about. Green means go. It's like for people who, no matter what, you just kept going. Like you can be told no. My saying for the show is rejection, divine connection, what's your new direction? So even though the last person told you no, okay, I'm gonna find another way. You know, I'm not gonna stop. My plan B is to make a way for my plan A to work. And I feel like you're the epitome of that. And I really respect it. Certain people in Chicago, it's like for me, and I said this on my last show, I feel like sometimes Chicago has this crabs in a barrel mentality a little bit for certain industries, you know? It's like I don't want to see this person go here because I'm not here, or I don't want them on my level. So in a sense, being in media in Chicago, and I feel like the Chicago media field is so small, like everybody know everybody. We're not like Atlanta, New York, or LA. So being in Chicago, what can you say about being in the media? Like, have you seen some things that made you be like, I don't know if this is for me because of your heart? You know, you really in it for the heart of, like you in it because you love it, not because it's, you know.
It's funny that what you just said, like the past, like that's literally my blueprint of how I train people, how I tell people. I said, man, somebody always somebody gonna tell you no. But you always got to find another way. Like, okay, they say no over here, then move over this way. They say no, then move over this way. Like you just got to keep leveling up. You can't just stand one spot and just keep trying to hit that door until they say yes. Like, and that's how I treated the radio station. Like, it's like y'all gonna keep telling me no, but I'm finding something else to do. All right, y'all tell me no right now. I can't be on the radio. Okay, well, I'm gonna go DJ for Notre Dame. I'm gonna show y'all my work. Oh, okay, I'm still on weekends. Y'all still not giving me no shot. Okay, then that's when GCI came for me, and that's when all these other outlets. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just travel and see the world and see what I need to work on. And like I said, that's pretty much my blueprint of life. Period. Like even like growing up as a kid, like always being told no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Like I hate when people tell you can't do something. I know you could do whatever the hell you want to do. Like I'm just like you said, I'm that epiphany of like I'm just gonna do it. I'm a rebel. Hey, if it work, it work. If it don't, hey, we're gonna find another way for it to work. But I always tell people, like you got to believe in yourself in order for other people to believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody's not gonna believe in you. Like nobody's not gonna believe in that vision. So I believe in the lit pit. I believe in bringing new artists in and showing new music and showing this whole another side of radio, make radio fun, like a party in there, like because that's how I envision them. Every time I used to listen to the radio, when I used to Tone and Shag or Ferris or anybody on radio, I always envision like I hear them on the radio, like damn, they having fun and there's a party going on there. Yeah, but then when you finally on the other side, you're like, not really, but right. it's theater of the mind. So that's why I try to make the lit pit. Well, I was making the lit pit what it was, but now like just fast forward to that question we talking about the industry. Chicago just so traditional. Chicago just sticks to one thing. Chicago don't try to do nothing new until they see it's like really, really working. Besides, like I look at LA, they try everything new. I remember when podcasts first came out, and I tried to bring that back to the radio station, and they was like, I don't know about podcasting. That don't sound right. But now podcasting is the biggest thing in the world. Yes. Yeah, everybody's voicing their opinion. Yeah, so it's like we could have been 4-5 years ahead of the game with that. Maybe more than that. Cause I think I brought that to them back in like 2015.
Oh my God.
And yeah, I got a lot of story, but it's like this industry is just. I took a step back. Like I know people probably see me out, and they probably see me in the community more than they see me doing anything musically, and that's because I feel like the community is more real than this industry. Like the community, you could touch the people, you could relate to the people, you could see the struggle through the people. Like they can see the struggle through you. Y'all can laugh with each other. Like this industry, like nobody cares about you. Everybody is just you. if you don't come to work or you don't, you know, you don't do something right, it's the next man up type mentality. Like, oh, that's gonna be my spot then next. I just gotta wait my turn and all that. It's like nobody in the industry helping each other. Like it's just for them. But little do people know this industry is big enough for everybody to make money and collab with each other. If you're doing the same thing somebody else doing, collab with that person. Make it bigger. Your
Exactly.
vision ain't the same as their vision. So y'all put both of y'all visions together, it's something dope. But radio, it ain't the same. So I wish it could go back to, I would say, like when I was like 2018, when I was bringing all them artists in there from Juice World to Dreezy to Tanks and all that. But
Oh my God, I remember, yeah. You really, yeah. I feel like I think you introduced me to Dreezy, actually. I think so.
yeah, that that was the era. I mean, I ain't gonna say era because it's still going, but it's just like we're in this world now where everybody using COVID as an excuse. Oh, I can't go to work today, or it's not. You can't put too many people in the studio because COVID. And man, COVID been over with. And
Okay. The way they made
and
me go back to work after like it was over, like, yeah,
yeah,
we back in the office. It's over.
yeah, it's over with. Like it's a fuck. I'm sorry, it's a flu.
No, you okay? You're all right.
I'm sorry, I'm about to get me hot in this thing.
No, you good.
And this is why I probably really don't be doing a lot of interviews because I know I speak.
No,
I
I
speak the
like
truth.
unfiltered. I like unfiltered. Say what you want to say. This is YouTube. It's okay.
Yeah,
And I understand where you're coming from because it's like you
get
want
frustrated.
people to pursue exactly, and you want people to pursue what they like their dreams, but it's like sometimes it comes with a lot of politics, and you have to know that sometimes the forces behind it is gonna have to step in at some point. But it's like you said, find another way. You know what I'm saying? It's like still do what you want to
Yeah,
do, but sometimes you have to find another way.
yeah, you gotta find different avenues. Like I'll tell the newcomers that come in the station now, I'm like, don't let this station make you, because if make you, it's gonna be easy to break you. Like you gotta find other things to do. Like like find your own connections. Bring stuff to the radio station because at the end of the day, this is your job, and you want your job to grow. I think I learned this from Tom. Like he literally brought Hennessy. He brought Hennessy to Power 92. He was
Mm,
bringing all these dope girl activations to Power 92. But when he left, all that shit left with him.
mm.
And that's how it is with me. Like I look at like if I ever left, I I'm not being cocky enough, but I'm taking the youth with me because I'm taking the youth and I'm taking the community with me. Yeah, and it's not gonna be a quiet thing. It's gonna be like, damn, why Rod ain't on the radio no more? But then again, it's not the like radio made me.
Mhm.
Radio didn't make me. Like me being in the community made me. Like me being a real person, being connected to everybody. That's what made me. Like I don't think I get too many followers from radio. Just an, just another voice.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
don't think I do. I think I get all my followers and my people that rock with me just for me being genuine and being open. And
Mhm.
like I learned that a lot from Tone. Like treat people kind, be open to people. You're gonna be in this seat. You want people to relate to you, and so
No, I feel
yeah.
it. So, do you think like later on in life, like, do you see yourself working with the youth more as to being like in the media, or is it still going to be like both?
I'm actually working on a youth center right now.
Oh,
Uh,
mm,
yeah, quiet as kept. Literally, we got the building.
what?
Um, I'm working with one of my good mentor friends. His name Pastor Lonnie Harrison.
Hmm.
Over he bought Dwayne Wade mom old church on 129th and Halsted.
Wow.
Um, so we're working on that building to turn into, of course, up the church, but also half the church. It was so big. The other
Mhm.
half of the church is like damn near like a warehouse, and we're going to turn that to like the first installment of Pet Right Takeover Youth Center.
That's
So
dope. That's dope. And
yeah,
like I said, I see you working with the youth, and you can tell that you really love like helping kids and being around kids, and That's amazing. Like, that really is amazing. And I feel like Chicago, that's what we need. Like, people be so quick to, oh, the police need to be in these communities. No, these people need youth centers. They need like after school programs. They need like mentors. They need stuff like that. Like, we really just be
Yeah,
wanting help, honestly.
yeah. That's what I mean. That's really is like you don't need the police in these communities. Like police your own
Right.
community. Like
Exactly.
and you don't need to bash the police because a lot of these
Yeah.
police officers ain't bad. Like
Hmm.
it's a lot of kids out here that want to be cops.
Yeah. That's
You
true.
know, they want to help their community. I knew a lot of kids when I was growing up that wanted to be cops. My dad was a cop. I mean,
Hmm.
it's funny seeing my son. My dad passed away, so he only got a chance to see my son probably for like 6 7 months. And it's funny now, like my son literally he sees my dad pictures and be like, I want to be like Papa. I want to be like,
Hmm.
and he want to be a cop. Like he look at it as a good guy.
Hmm.
A lot of these cops is not bad. Like I hate when people do that shit and say that shit because
Yeah.
like you probably got friends that's cops and they
Mhm.
probably the coolest people in the world. A little
Yeah.
over the extreme, but it's still some good ones out there, and you can't. I mean, we can't pick them out
Right.
until we interact with them. But that's another thing I would love to do. Like I think that was one of my visions of like I think growing up I used to always see like it used to be like CPD. The CPD used to let us go to their gym over there by Whitney Young when I
Mm.
was young because one of my friends, his dad was a cop, and he used to like invite us to like group of kids, and we used to go play basketball with the police officers,
Mm.
and in they gym and stuff. Just have just a quick open run, just have fun. But I think it needs to be more of that. Like cops need to pull up to these neighborhoods and
Yeah,
play
for
with the
sure.
kids, like
Mhm.
you know,
Let
chill, like
them know that they're not just,
in the
policing them, like, they're in the
yeah,
community. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. Create a softball game with them. Create a
exactly.
kickball game with them. So that's one of my goals, though. That's what I'm working on with the Park District
Mhm.
to do because they
I
got a
mean,
brand new facility.
I can see it happening. Like I said, you really, like, you're one of those people that really, you say it, but you go and do it as well, and that's what I respect. Like, people in Chicago, I don't know a lot of people in media, but I know enough to know that the people that I follow, like, they really are in media because it's in their heart. And you being like involved with the youth and trying to help out the community, I feel like that's even better because Chicago, that's what we need. We see Chicago in the news and the media for violence and everything else, but it's like it's so much more to Chicago. We have so many things that we can talk about in Chicago. Like, we have culture, we have, kids that's doing different things. Like, it's a lot of like amazing kids in Chicago, like, that's doing amazing things. We don't talk about that. It's overshadowed. So I appreciate you being able to like reach out to these kids and be this voice of reasoning, like, so people can see them as actual human beings, not just these,
Yeah,
violent people. So I can appreciate that. I really love it. I love to see it because we need it. We really do need it.
thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. It's funny, like as bad as I be want to quit radio,
Mhm.
and I'd be like, I literally talk to people about it. Like, damn, should I leave radio? Like, did I hit my peak, or you
Mhm.
know, is that it? And I remember I talked to Chance about it, and he's like, Rod, nah, don't leave. He said, you're the reason why a lot of people still listen to radio, and you're the reason
Mhm.
why, especially us artists, you know, still look at radio because like you give us that chance, that opportunity, and you that voice for the people. Like you connect with the people. Like, and when he told me that, I was like, all right, I guess I'll stay. Like, if I mean that much to the community, if I mean that much to a lot of up and coming artists, knowing that I'm one of their like I'm their last line of hope because they can't get through anybody else, then I ride it out until they let me go.
Right. Don't give don't stop. I feel like for real, kids need people like you because we have these old, like, What is it? I've been on the radio so long. What are the guys that run the stations? The program directors, right?
Programmer, yeah.
You have older program program directors, and some of them they not in tune with like TikTok and the community. Like they don't know what's So we need
Nope.
young people who really like in tune with the streets and with the community. We need people like you in radio. Like seriously, a lot of people, like you said, tuned into podcasts, but I still love radio. I listen to radio daily. For me, it's always Power 92 and V103. Those are the only two radio stations I listen to. Seriously. So don't
I don't listen to no radio.
say it again.
I don't listen to no radio. I just drive
those are the only
inside.
two stations I listen to is Sirius XM. Like outside of that, like Power 92 and V103, I don't listen to
Yeah.
radio. I just can't. Because I feel like it reminds me of Chicago in my childhood. Power 92 for sure, and V103, it just
Mhm.
reminds me of home. So it's like I can't not listen to those radio stations. So keep doing it, please. We really need you in Chicago and what is it, Hammond, Indiana. Gary, we need y'all. I know y'all on the border. So um, what advice can you give to like a young black boy growing up in Chicago who's trying to pursue a career in media? Like what advice can you give to them?
Believe in yourself. If you got a vision, believe in that vision. It ain't gonna happen overnight. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work how you want it to work. Um, but if you just keep believing and stick to that path, it's gonna eventually come to light because people gonna start believing and like, oh, he believing in it that much. Let's
Mhm.
try it. Like you gotta stay consistent with it. I think that's how I look at my journey. I just stay consistent with it. Like, yeah, I try other things and etc. But I stayed consistent with how I wanted my radio show to look or what I wanted to bring. Like, what's Hot Ride, for example.
Mhm.
Like, even though I don't post it up as much, I actually don't post up at all no more. But I used to post up all the new music. Like, here's my 10 songs that I'm rocking with this
I
week and all
remember.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still do the mix on Saturdays, but it got oversaturated with people. They saw a win with it, like, oh man, I'm about to put up my 10 songs and show you
Mhm.
what I'm listening to. Or like people was doing it for clout more than clout and money more than doing it for like, hey, these are really some good songs y'all should listen to.
Right.
Not trying like it used to be people trying to pay me like, well, I'll pay you to be on your list or I'll pay you to be
Mhm.
number one on your list and all that. And I'm just like, now I don't want to do it no more because it turned to that because y'all look at other people. Like I remember creating an idea and I got laughed at. And
Mhm.
I'll say that again, like you got to stick with your vision. Like people laughed at me, and I say that like I got laughed at by LA leakers, and there was some people. There was people like I literally wrote my paper on and look. I look up to them still, um, because again they were somebody I studied in college. But I remember sitting in my 106, and I told them about what I want to do. Because I used to go to LA and just sleep on people's couches for like 2 weeks, and just to learn more about the industry. And I remember going to Power 106 and I was talking to them about, hey, I want to do this thing about new music. And I know y'all do y'all like new at 2 and et cetera, but I want to do like, top 10 new songs or something like that. And, just, songs that people don't listen to, but they
Mhm.
should listen to, et cetera, like that. And they laughed at me. And it was like, yeah, good luck with that. And like, it might work, it might not. And I was like, I'm laughing too. Like, yeah, you're right. It might. And I
Mhm.
remember laying on the couch, staying up to like 2 a.m. in LA, thinking like, how can I make this shit work? And then that's when I came out with my first list with like Drum and Young and May and Bibby and Don Benjamin and there was some other artists on there. I can't even remember. Saba. It was a few more artists, but it was so catchy, and all them artists started reposting that list because I
Mhm.
was showing love to a song that they probably like, damn,
Right.
he playing that? But the thing is, I wasn't really even playing it on the radio because I wasn't mixing yet. I just had a show. But then I started funding it through, not funding it like money wise, but like funneling it through like Nafis and funneling it through DJ AMPM. Like, hey, play this. This gonna be it. I remember, I'm just telling you a story now. I remember when
Mhm.
I was premiering Jaden Smith Icon, and I was telling AMPM to play it. I said, AMPM, play this song. It's gonna be dope. It's a stadium vibe song.
Mhm.
She played it, and then she's like, I don't know, Rod, you kind of missed with that one. People not feeling that. Then a month later, this is one of the biggest songs in the world, you know. But it's like, again, I believe in me.
Right, exactly.
People,
Everybody
people
not
ain't
gonna
gonna
see
believe
your
it.
vision, so it's like I know my
Yeah,
vision. Mhm.
exactly. I got laughed at for playing Lil Nas X, Old Town Road on the radio. I got on the radio,
Mm.
said I'm playing y'all some country rap songs and all this. I remember getting it, and that Diamond. I remember I got chewed out, got my ass chewed out for playing that song, and that song went diamond. Young and May, people didn't want to play that song, you know. Juice World, nobody didn't want to play his song on the radio. You know, Chance, you know, everybody loved Chance, but nobody wanted to play his music.
Yeah,
But me, I played it. Like,
yeah.
it's just a lot. Like, that's just my advice.
Just keep going, like keep pushing forward and believe in yourself, and don't let nobody tell you what you can't do.
Do
I
that shit.
appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, Hot Rod, for joining me. Like, I really appreciate what you do. Like, seriously, tell the people where they can follow you.
Now they can follow me on social media at Hot Rod 065. That's HOTROD 065.
Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it, and congratulations on everything. Like, you really be snapping.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We watching you. See you. Can't wait for you, Center.
Congrats on this show. I like
Thank
this. You
you.
should
Thank
definitely
you.
do more with people. This is dope. I thank
Thank
you for
you.
having me.
Of course, I appreciate it. I'll see you on Instagram.
You said you better hit me up.
I know I will. I will.
All
Thank
right.
you. All right. Have a
All
good
right.
one.
Yep.
All right.